Good evening, YouTube. Just wanted to show the bamboo orchid while it's out in flower. It's looking very pretty, lovely two-tone purpley pink. And there's another one there which is just coming out. So it's doing quite well. I've got 3 flowering canes this year. Last year I only had 2 flowering canes. This one's got, you can see it's got buds to come. It's a sequential bloomer, so when these die back, another bud comes up and flowers. It's got 2 old canes which are here, and I must read up actually, the leaves are coming off those canes, whether I can remove them or whether they stay on there. But that's doing really, really well. So I wanted to talk about this new space and how it's going to work for me. It's working out really well at the moment. I've brought my chairs back in because I like my chair in here. So as you can see, most of the orchids are down in the orchid house. It looks quite dark down there at the moment because I do have a bit of shade netting up behind because we are getting really, really hot temperatures. Oh, it was up to 27 today, and we're set to get 28 and 30 degrees over this next coming week. So I just wanted to shade some of the masdevillias and that down the bottom. So the shade cloth's only along the bottom here. I've got it folded over at the back. But so far, so good. It's working out really well for me out here. So much easier to look after the orchids. I find that I can, mist them quite easily. I can water them very easily. I can dampen down the floor if I want some humidity. And yeah, it is so much easier. I mean, it was getting so complicated in the orchid house where they were before, what with the lights and the humidifiers and the fans, the shade cloth on and off and this and that. This is definitely simplified the whole process for me. So I'm hoping that, well, it's got to work basically because, I'm not going back. They're not going back in the orchid house at this stage. So they've got to work. So yeah. So anyway, I've got a heater there if I need to put a heater on at night, and it costs what it costs to heat up. But so far, it's only dropped down to 14 degrees at night. Although autumn is coming, and you can definitely feel it in the air in the mornings and in the evenings, but during the day it's getting really hot. So I just wanted to show you a couple of things that I've got in flower. So this Flexiosum is still in flower, so that's the last branch of that one. The 2 taller branches, or 3 I think it was, 3 or 4 taller branches have gone over, as this branch here is going over as well now. But it's still looking great. Very, very pretty plant. Just see the flower there waving around. So I've got some air movement. I've got the fan above. Hopefully it's not making too much noise over the microphone. And I see I've got this little dendrobium that's coming into flower now. This was one of the old fella's orchids that I bought off him. So it's just starting to open up its buds. Let's have a look at it. So it's sort of like a purpley pinky colour. So yeah, it's a very pretty one. I think it's meant to be around that way. There you go. So very, very pretty. So reasonable sized buds on it, so that's really good. And then down below I've still got the masdevillia flowering. That's doing exceptionally well as well. Seems to really enjoy it down there. The little red one beside of it has still got a flower on it. But yeah, they seem to be really, really enjoying their new home down there, so that's really good. And I just wanted to show you roots really. I've got some really good roots growing. Where are they? Let's say they're out here. It's funny, you spot these roots and then when I want to film it, I can't find them. But as you can see, I've got great root growing here on this Vanda. Another root there coming up, and This root here is growing well, and there's a root inside the pot there. So I'm really, really pleased, because I have really, really abused this poor Vanda. It is really gone through the mill. Last year I actually cooked it. Excuse me, as you can see the damage on the leaves here. But this year I seem to have got it in a right place. It's getting lots of lovely sunshine, lots of humidity, lots of water, and it seems to be very happy there. So I'm really chuffed about that. And then more roots I've got along here. These baskets are doing well, so I just spray them so you can see all the lovely roots. Focus please. There you go. Some great roots there, and some roots coming out through there, and we've got some roots around the other side. Very happy. That one's really happy, and that one had a great display of flowers for me last year, so I'm hoping that's going to have a really good display this year. And then moving along to this is an Oncidium as well, Flexiosum I think it is. And I do have some roots in there, if I can find them. Probably won't find them while I'm looking right now. Sorry, not got a very good picture. Maybe I didn't have roots on that one. But anyway, it's doing well in the basket. It seems to really enjoy these baskets, so that's really good. So this is the big Speciosum that I got from the old fella. That's doing well. You can see all its lovely roots in there, growing away. Takes loads of water, this one, so it's quite a big plant. It's in quite a big pot. So yeah, so I've got to find space for that in that orchid house at some point, because it can't stay out here in the winter. And also these baskets are doing well as well with the dendrobiums in. So far it's working out really, really well for me. I've put the Cymbidiums down through there, so they're still getting lots of lovely sunshine during the morning. That's really good. So when it gets really hot, they're not getting really blazing sun, but it doesn't matter in here, because this is 45. This shade cloth is 45%. So you know, they're not going to get sunburnt at all. Nothing's got sunburnt in here. They've gone enough lovely mossy green, which I believe is how they're supposed to be, because you know, that means they're getting enough sun, and they're going to build up those bulbs, and hopefully they're going to flower for me in the spring. So that's really good. This Dendrobium is another one of the old fellas that I bought off him, and that's picking up really well. That's doing well as well, and they seem to really, really like it in here. So overall, I'm really, really pleased with my setup. I don't have a lot of room for more orchids, so I'm going to have to be very, very selective if I decide to buy any more. You know, of what I'm going to have and where I'm going to put it and where it's going to live, because as you can see, all the big orchids are back there on the table, and there isn't very much room. There isn't very much wiggle room, as they say, to fit any more big ones in. So yeah, I'm going to have to seriously think about that. I am going on 2 trips this year, all booked and ready to go. So I'm going to have to bear that in mind when I go away. But look, you know, it is what it is. You can always find room if you really have to. But yeah, I'm super pleased with the way they are, and I just spotted some more great green roots. So this is the Sarks here, so there's a lovely green root in there, and lovely green roots around here. Some new growths coming. Where are they? Some new growths here coming along, and yeah, I'm really, really pleased with how they're working out. They seem to really enjoy it here. Like I say, I can mist them off. And I only do it sideways, you know, I don't mist downwards, I mist sideways, so I'm not getting any, you know, water in any of the crowns, and they seem to love it. They seem to really enjoy it. So yeah, so over the moon, over the moon. This lovely Maxillara, And I got this year in flowers, so that's it's doing well. It's looking really healthy. I'm really pleased with it. So where's my Fred Clarkier or Clarkia or whatever? Look at that. That bulb has grown. This bulb here is grown since I got the plant. It just had the 2 back bulbs when I got it. And you know, they've finished flowering, and now it's got this big bulb that it's grown this summer, this season, and it's great. Let's take that old sheath off. I like to peel down the sheaths because I just like to make sure there's no bugs or anything underneath them. But anyway, so just peel that down there like that. I'll pull it off later or cut it off later. But you know, I'm super pleased with that one. So in theory, now it's got 3 bulbs. I'm hoping that this might possibly flower in the not so distant future. But that's a super growth. Look at that big growth. That's really, really good. I'm really pleased with that. I do have some sheaths coming on some of the Cattleyas. Not that one, but I think it's a couple on the table over here. I can't quite reach them now, but there's 1 or 2 sheaths on one of these back Cattleyas here, the sort of pale yellowy ones. So I'm hoping that they are going to flower because they weren't doing very well at all. But they've had some nice sunshine in here, and yeah, I'm hoping there's, well, I think you can see a sheath there, look. Can you see it? Just there. I can't see anything in it as yet, but I'm hoping that, you know, it is going to develop a flower at some point, which will be great. And I'm hoping for some more flowers as well, so yeah, let's see. Fingers crossed, as they say. So that's it really. I just wanted to show you my new grow space. It's all organised. I'm super happy with it. So yeah, let's just wait for some flower spikes now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like or dislike and subscribe. And if you do dislike the video, please do leave a comment. I seem to have a couple of dislikes for whatever reason, and I would like to know why you dislike it. If it's something I'm saying or not doing and you want something different, then please do leave a comment, and I'll do my best to rectify that. All right, so that's it. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.